Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is 𝙍𝙁𝙗𝙄𝙗𝙗. It has been a while since one of these. I am no longer in Burbank, California. I am now in Burlington, Vermont. I have this brand new studio that I'm in the process of moving into, which I'll hopefully make a video about. But I generally wanted to bring you guys up to speed on what's been happening, how life has changed since COVID really took hold, and what the future holds for me, my filmmaking, this channel, and the kind of content that I'm going to produce. So we thought we had made it through the initial kind of peak of COVID in California, in LA especially. It then came back with a vengeance, and it looked like there really isn't a way that California can get a hold on the virus until it gets herd immunity, who knows when, or a vaccine happens. It didn't really seem like a good future to be hunkered down, paying really high rent in a place that was going to be really hot all summer, not be able to be doing anything, not really be able to be shooting much, though I was able to shoot the rest of Devil's Fortune, the feature film, before I left. So I decided that definitely a change of pace was in the cards, and a change of scenery was really, really needed. Vermont is somewhere that I've been coming now for 10 years. I have a sailboat here, and Burlington was one of my favorite places. And when I started looking for real estate, I found this amazing studio space online. It's in an old cotton mill. It has 14-foot ceilings. It has amazing natural light. It's somewhere that I can shoot all the kinds of things that I hadn't been able to shoot in my converted two-car garage in California. And the rent is significantly cheaper than it would be in California. It just allows me to do more, given that the future of filmmaking seems to be more or less online, and there was no real advantage for me to be in LA for the foreseeable future. I think what's happening now in filmmaking is probably the biggest change that the industry has faced since digital 10 or 15 years ago started becoming the new medium of capture. COVID-19 and the constraints it's put on working together, on having meetings, on meeting in person, has really changed how our industry is going to work in the future and how we're going to do our job. We no longer will need to be physically at the place to do pitch meetings, to meet with clients. All of that will be online. We'll no longer be working in large, close together groups. We have to strip our team way down to just 2 or 3 people, like a director, DP, camera operator, potentially a sound person that can stay 6 feet away, and maybe a producer, maybe a location coordinator, or someone else. We'll all travel separately in separate cars to the location. We'll shoot the talent on longer lenses from further away. I didn't fly from the West Coast to the East Coast. I drove an RV across America. It took 8 days. It was not really sightseeing, but I did see a lot more of the country than I'd ever seen. I got to visit states I'd never seen before. If anyone's interested, there are a lot of wind turbines in the Midwest now. And I just tried to do what I think we all have to do, which is take the constraints of this new world that we're living in and make them into positive somehow. Try and see the good side for how our lives have changed, and try and find the silver lining in what we've lost as the world is transformed. I'm going to be working from Burlington for the foreseeable future. I really love it here. The summers are very, very nice. That's when I've spent the majority of my time here. I do understand that it's very cold in winter and that it's really maybe not the greatest place in the world during spring and mud season, but I'm excited to try and see how the year goes. I'm going to be setting up my studio for probably the next month, and I'm going to make a whole bunch of videos about that, about how I'm storing my gear, how I'm transporting my gear, what gear I'm keeping and what gear I'm getting rid of because I don't use it enough. I really wanted to make this video to wish everyone the best during these times and sort of ask how everyone else out there is dealing with it. I do understand that some states have almost no constraints on how you have to keep shooting. Some states have really tough constraints, and that seems unfair. But regardless of what the law is, we all have to do our bit. As the director producer of the projects we work on, our primary responsibility is to the safety of the people we work with and work for. And of course, for our family's sake, our own safety. My C200 and C500 Mark II masterclasses are available in the links below. If you have either of those cameras and you want to get more out of them, that really helps the channel survive, and I appreciate the people that have gone ahead and bought those courses. I'm looking forward to uploading a ton more content, and now that I'm here, I'm unpacked, I actually have stuff to work on. I'm be making a lot more videos about shooting in the time of COVID and what the future of filmmaking holds. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.